back to Cigar Exploration USA. If you can't tell, I am super excited to be here tonight. I've got this DBL. This is an extra Viejo double prensado, which translates to extra old and double box pressed as far as I can tell. Now, I'm not an expert in other languages, maybe not even the one I speak, but pretty sure that's what this means. This is a 54 by 5 7/8 Toro. So it is a pretty average size stick. I've had it for a while. I picked it up at my local cigar lounge. I'm gonna smoke it in just a minute, pairing it with this new RIFF. This is a malted rye. So it's all malted rye, 100%. This is a 6-year aged statement on here. This is just one of those that was on sale in my local liquor store for 55 bucks, regularly 62, and they just got me. So I'm hoping I love it. I'm hoping this pairing goes well together. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna get this cut. This cigar smells so good. It has that thing I always say I can't describe, which I still am not gonna pretend to try to describe it, but like a chewing tobacco. It just smells so good and fresh, and I guess you get a little cocoa in there, a little earth, a little leather, but mostly you're just getting this crazy chewing tobacco smell that I only get from DBLs, Dominican Big Leaguer cigars. Smoked one of these, a Dominican Big Leaguer on my channel a couple of weeks ago. Never smoked this one. Super excited about it. All right, let's get it cut. We're just gonna put a V cut in it. All right, the cap on this thing was just perfect. It's so shiny. It's just glistening. You can see that. It's a wild looking cigar. You know, the size and the design aren't anything special, but if you could smell this thing, it's crazy. Now I'm getting some actual cocoa. Okay, yeah, more of that really kind of sweet, strong chewing tobacco. I can't wait. I'm so excited for this. All right, I'm gonna get this thing fired up. Tobacco is sticking all over me. All right, and take this. All right, this is moving, everything's moving. Take this footband off here. This little silk footband that they put on. All right, so this is moving a little bit, the actual cigar band, but could be a little under humidified. I've had it for a while. I don't expect any problems with this thing at all. All right, let's get it toasted up. Let me know what you're drinking, what you're smoking. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from everybody. It's hot here, but it's like a perfect summer night. I was so excited to get out here. Try 2 things I've never tried before. These Dominican Big Leaguers are really unique. Toasted wood, bark, cinnamon. That's what I'm getting off of the toasted foot. Dominican Big Leaguers are really unique. I don't smoke them very often, so I really enjoy them. So when I got my hands on one, sitting in my humidor, I'm just dying to get out here and smoke it. And like I said, this new RIFF, this malted rye, just kind of got me. We'll see. Let's hope I love it. I like different things, so I don't believe I've ever had a 100% malted rye whiskey in my life. All right, here we go. Wow, just extra age, or yeah, extra oak, extra age, whatever this has. This is just phenomenal. Absolutely getting red fruit on this. Plum, maybe a raisin. Wow, and then the box press, the draw is perfect. There's not a flaw on this thing. What can I say? This just did not let me down whatsoever. Obviously this cigar is going to change a lot. This is just literally on light up, but this thing's phenomenal. This thing is just phenomenal. Wow. All right, let's get this whiskey in a glass. Let's take a quick look at this bottle. Tells you when it was actually put into the barrel, spring of 2018. Tells you about it being bottled in bond, aged at least 6 years. It's just a gorgeous bottle, nice tall bottle. It's got like the glass is like black up here, and then it goes to its natural. You can see the color down there. Let's do a cork pull. Okay, a little weak. It's got like a black synthetic plastic cork. It smells good already though. You can smell it. Interesting, very interesting. All right, let's get it in a glass. It's got really nice color. Really nice color. All right, let's get this cork in here. You know, I don't know what, I know what malted rye is. It's rye that basically is like not raw anymore. It's kind of sprouted or started to sort of germinate and make moves. Okay, I'm just gonna break a rule here and just drink this thing right away. I just cannot wait to see what this tastes like. Whoa. Okay, so you get the little rye spice on there. You're getting rye on the nose. Now that I took a sip, I can smell it better. Before that, I don't know that I would have known that this was a rye whiskey. It's fruity. It has like red fruits. A lot of vanilla, a ton of vanilla. A lot of ethanol, a lot of alcohol coming off. I still don't know if it's ethanol or ethanol. I guess you know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't really matter. Well, my initial thought is it's not a $55 bottle of whiskey. But if you've been watching this channel, things change out here quite a bit. I made this cigar taste even better, I can tell you that. And in 10 minutes or whatever, not that everybody has all night, but in 10 minutes I could tell you this is one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. My mind gets changed, which is what this channel is all about, cigar exploration. Wow. I mean, right now, it's not bad. It's not bad whiskey, right? I just expected something. I expected like a really deep, kind of caramely, rye, spicy bread kind of a thing, and I'm just not getting it. What I'm getting is well-made whiskey that is probably overpriced. It's good. If it was just 40 bucks and not, it's regularly 62 and it's $7 off right now, and that's what got me. I couldn't resist. I was like, I need to try it. I've been seeing it. This has been out for 6, 7, 8 years now, and I've seen it now. Past couple years, I've been really into whiskey, and I was like, I really want to try it, but now it's 62. So they got me. They got me. I don't think it's a $55 whiskey out the gate. This cigar was about $12. This cigar is worth literally every penny. This is probably, depending on where you live, this could be a $30, $40 cigar. I had a person message me telling me that where they live, to get their hands on a Quorum, it's 30 bucks. So God bless America, the fact that I can sit here and explore cigars and even whiskey. I'm sure this bottle wouldn't be 55 bucks in wherever other country you're at. So I'm thankful that I could sit here and smoke a cigar like this that's $12 when regularly or other people may have to pay 3 times that. Trying to be thankful and grateful, but I also want to give you guys the lowdown. At least my opinion sort of reflects those of us in the States. You know, I just don't know that this is a $55 bottle. It doesn't have chill filtration, so it's like it's checking all the boxes. Bottled in bonds, at least 4 years old. This is 6 years old. Doesn't have chill filtration. I mean, it's an interesting thing, you know, very interesting. It's just a very interesting bottle. It just demands your attention. You know, it's cool looking, you know. It's the bottom of it. You know, I didn't say what the proof was because, you know, bottled in bond, it's always 100 proof. It's a sour mash. Just a ton of vanilla and a ton of like pears. It confuses my nose. It confuses my nose whether it's citrus or like a apple. So my brain keeps saying pear. Yeah, leave me a comment. There's somebody out there that's in love with this stuff and is gonna trash me for not also loving it, but I mean, I just have lots of stuff that for 30, 40 bucks, I would say, I mean, and I blind people. Like when friends come over, I'll pour somebody some of this and pour somebody some $30 stuff and just ask them what they think. I do that a lot. My one friend loves it. I do it with cigars too. This thing's burn line is like perfect. Nope, I dropped a little ash there. All right, so it's not perfect, but now I got ash all over my camera. Maybe a little under humidified, and I can't tell that from smoking it, the way it tastes, but I can tell by the way the ash wants to fall and the way the cigar band is a little loose. You know, I showed you that earlier, the way this is a little loose. I still can't tell. It is 2 cigar bands. They're just on top of each other. They're overlapping each other a little bit. Yeah, I'm certainly not disappointed one bit in this cigar. The whiskey, I'm not disappointed in the whiskey. Just the price is a little high. You know, and this was one of those ones too, where they're right here on the side, distilled, aged, and bottled. And they're supposedly a pretty, a newer distillery, and they're Kentucky. So this thing had me super excited. But they can't all be your favorite, right? That's why we have tastes, and we like some things more than others. They can't all be. This can't be the greatest rye whiskey in the world. It just can't be, because I already know what that is, and that's the Pikesville rye. So, but you get my point. I mean, it'd be nice if I felt the value was there. It goes good with the cigar, and the cigar's value is there, so I'm happy. Like I said, I can't believe I'm just gonna ash it, because I don't want to risk it. I feel like it's gonna fall off like in my whiskey. That's never happened, and I really like to keep that streak alive of it not happening. So I'm just gonna ash it. I just can't believe I got that message. I think I think the message was from yesterday or a couple days ago now. But he was just, it was a random, I think it was a he. It was a random, you know, on my channel, and he was talking about the prices of cigars where he is. I got to check and see. I'll try to put it in the description of this video where he's from. He might have said something like South America, or nah, it can't be South America, maybe Africa. I forget where he said he was from, but I got to check and see, because the cigar prices where he is, I mean, they say these are a luxury item. I mean, I agree, you know, but I could afford a $12 a day cigar, but I don't know that I could do a $30, $40, $60 a day cigar. I mean, that's a little steep. Even those of you, I get a lot of comments about people that smoke weed, smoke marijuana. Even those of you that do that, are you really smoking $60 worth of weed a day? Give me a comment if you are. That seems like a lot. I've said this before on my channel, though. One of these days I will try a really expensive cigar on here. I had one, that Abulejo by Gurkha. Abulejo? I think that's how you say it. That one's probably pretty expensive. I don't remember if I priced that or not. That was a gift. It was given to me. And the person, it was in one of them glass tubes with the wax seal. And the person gave it to me was convinced it was going to be stale. And even I think I paired it with an open whiskey and just sort of made shorts out of it instead of making a nice long video with it. Because I was like, this thing might be stale. It might just be junk. You open the tube and it like disintegrates. The thing was humidified perfectly. More so than some cigars I have with humidity packs. So, okay, this thing's getting more caramely now, like I was hoping. It's getting more malty. When somebody says you have a whiskey, right? So if it's a bourbon, it has to be what? 51% corn. So if I said it to you, I have a bourbon, you're gonna go, okay, it's gotta be 51% corn. But I said it's a malted bourbon. It has rye and malted rye. Like there was I think it was a Remus whiskey on this channel, and it was a bourbon, but it was the highest rye, it was called. It was like 51 corn, 40 whatever rye, and then whatever the last percentage of malted rye. And you would think, okay, that's gonna be a really sweet, I mean, that's what I think anyway. I would assume that it's gonna be a really sweet bourbon. Rye spice, that bready. So the malt's starting to come out now. I probably should have let it sit. This is what I'm talking about. If you've been here and you made it past that 10-minute mark of me changing my mind on this whiskey. Just so much vanilla. Just a bouquet of vanilla, like almost like different kinds of vanilla. There's so much vanilla. There's no more coming out back here and turning on the camera. By no means am I a professional anything. Filmer, video maker, cigar smoker, whiskey drinker, none of that stuff. But there's no more just coming out here and flipping the camera on. Now it's all about my camera angle, the angle of the sun, the time of day, what day, what wind. So if you notice here, the sun is directly behind my head. I did that on purpose because I made a video, again, I don't remember, a couple videos ago, where the sun was just blasting into the camera. That can't be fun to watch. When I watched it, I was even like, I don't like that look. That's not a real good look. So now, I literally positioned my head so that my head blocks the sun out from this video. What you can say about me if I'm not a professional, is that I do put in the effort in regards to stuff like that. So I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, it takes me, sometimes it'll take me an hour to get set up just to film a video that a few people are going to watch and that I make no money from. I just do it because I like it, and I just want, it's like I'm trying to make each video better than the next one, but without trying too hard. You don't want to try too hard. Oh, Viejo means age. Extra age. I might have said extra old earlier. I guess that's the same thing. But, and I don't know why that's that word double. I don't know if that means double prensado. But it says double. There's no U. If it was a U, it would be the word double. So I'm just assuming this is just the language barrier for me, where I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to Spanish or some version of Spanish. I just know this is a damn good cigar. I can tell you that. It's so rich and sweet. Cocoa forward. That sort of chewing tobacco-ness just goes away upon light up. I got a little lost on that cigar and didn't really explain it a whole lot. Explained it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Sort of stopped talking about that and was into this whiskey a lot, but cigar's phenomenal. It gives you basically exactly what you'd like from a Maduro. You know, upon light up, that sweet chewing tobacco goes away. You're getting the cocoa, you know, the earthiness and the sweetness from the Maduro. It's really nice. I know I'm not going to see my man Francisco for another 6 months, but man, I'd really like to take a trip and go visit him. I'm sure he'd be fine with that. I think he has a whole retreat down there where you can go pay to stay. Dominican Republic. Yeah, still not 55 bucks. Definitely not 62. He's talking about somebody who probably drink 5 different kinds of whiskey a week. You know, 5 different kinds. And even that was just a quick number that popped in my head. Some weeks it's obviously more, some weeks it's obviously less, but so I've got a pretty good feel, at least on the value of it. Again, I'm not the most professional whiskey drinker, not even close, that you'll watch on YouTube, but it's just not as malty as I thought it was going to be. I wanted more of a different style. I wanted something very unique. I was thinking I was going to get something kind of off the rails. This is the most expensive new RIFF in my liquor stores. They have other ones, they go from anywhere from 40 bucks up till this $62 one. I just expected really big things out of it. Or I shouldn't say expected. I was hoping for really big things out of it. You know what I bet though? I bet it'll still get me drunk. So I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, there it was. There was that pear. It's not a pear though. It's hard to describe it. It's like a I guess it's more like apple. Maybe it's just a sweet kind of rye spice. The rye like bread. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. tell you what I do have to do when I come out here now. This time of year is wear pants. I made a video a couple weeks ago. I remember this like it was yesterday, and didn't have pants on. And I'm pretty focused on this, not my legs. And I had like 60 bug bites on my leg. At least it felt that way. So, no more of that. I'll wear pants when I'm out here. At least this time of night. Maybe during the day, it's not as bad, but in the evening, man. I've got those, first time I saw one today, those cicada killers. Those big, scary ass looking bees that turns out are basically harmless, but a couple years ago they came by here. I have a fire pit over here, with like rocks and stuff. And they started like nesting in there, and I thought they were like killer bees or something. I didn't know what the hell they were. So I was like killing them. I made one of the first videos I ever posted on this channel was a short that I made of one of those bees kind of going into its nest or whatever over there. And it was before I ever knew I was going to do anything with cigars or whiskey or anything like that. I had posted some video games on this channel, like during and after COVID. But I posted that short, and it got a couple views, and obviously people were wondering what the hell that thing was. But it's like it is a scary, they're scary looking. And I saw one today, and it literally was just flying. It just flew right into my house. It didn't hurt it or whatever, it kept going, but I was thinking how dumb that creature actually is. And how I was killing them. Like, what am I doing? Why am I killing those? I guess it's because of the fear of the unknown. I didn't know what it was. And I was afraid of it. I thought it was gonna sting me and put me in the hospital. The thing's like 3 inches long. It's the scariest looking bee I think you'll ever see. Almost looks like a bee and a dragonfly made it and made something. It's crazy looking. But they kill cicadas, the cicadas I guess kill trees. So they're actually a good bug, cicada killers. I think that's their actual name, cicada, or maybe they have some weird scientific name that I can't pronounce or never heard of. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they're not. The scientific name probably isn't cicada killer, you know. But yeah, saw one of those for the first time. So they're going to be, in addition to the flies that have been worse than ever this year in Pennsylvania, where I'm at, up in the Northeast Pennsylvania. They've been worse than ever. The regular, whatever they are, house flies, whatever they are, they're horrible. I did kind of a bad job on the V-cut on this thing. I didn't really do it perfect. It's kind of off-center. That's my new thing now. Now when I do a V-cut, I do it off-center both ways. It's not in the middle of the cigar, and it's also not evenly deep on one side or the other. I don't know why I'm so bad at it, but I am. This cap is sort of coming apart, but it's a good thing. It's just peeling off. It must be a triple cap because it's still fine, but little pieces of it keep coming off. Probably could do to the V-cut. If I would have straight cut it, it'd probably be different. Again, it's not affecting anything. I just think it's interesting how bad I am at V-cutting cigars still. All right, I'm gonna get some more of this whiskey here. I'm glad it's good, because if it was 55, 62, whatever you want to say, and it wasn't good, that would piss me off, but at least it's good. I just don't think the value's there. Old tradition. A new riff on an old tradition. Kentucky. Yeah, this bottle is selling a lot of people on this, I guarantee that. It got me. It's a pretty bottle. It's a very manly bottle, I think, for a tall bottle. A lot of times tall bottles kind of look kind of girly, you know, or less masculine, whatever word you care or want to use there. But you know, the stubbier ones kind of look more like old school whiskey, and these new ones kind of look like wine bottles. But this one doesn't. In my opinion, this one looks kind of cool, kind of like a manly bottle. To ask some of my friends who are chicks that drink whiskey what they think about the bottles. Oh, I thought I saw one of those cicada killers for a minute. I was about to grab the camera and go chase him down. Right, you go over here for a minute. Stay out of my way. Wow. This thing just delivers. I was on his website, dblcigars.com, or you know, you can Google it. But he sells he doesn't. I don't think you can sell cigars on your website if you're a manufacturer. But he has this interesting, like, it's listed or shown. I can't talk. I think I'm drunk. It's shown in a really weird, interesting way. So he sells like a box of these, or whatever. A box of these is how he packages them. But it's like 3 or 4 sizes in the same box, and it's like 40 something cigars in the box. And I just never saw anything like that. It's like it's not even a box. It's like a humidor. They're so good. I swear I'd buy a box of 40 of these, 40 plus, whatever. Like I think these come in 4 sizes, and I think when he sells or whatever, you can buy the humidor box set, whatever it is of these, and it comes with like 40 something cigars, which is pretty cool. If you're really into them, you got to be into them, or have a lot of friends, or whatever the case is. I still have a cigar that I rolled. Sorry, I'm just watching whatever this is attack me over here. A gnat or a fly, whatever it is. So I still have a cigar that I rolled with Francisco. It's just sitting there. I want to smoke it so bad. It doesn't have a cigar band on it. I mean, why would it? I rolled it. But when I met him and talked to him, he said to keep it. He said, keep it till next time we hang out and smoke it then. So I'm just thinking he knows something I don't. Either that, or he's just thinking, oh, this guy will just keep thinking about my cigars because he sees that cigar he rolled. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'd like to ask him. If they get, maybe I'll email him or something. Maybe he'll email me back. He'll be like, listen, is this cigar going to get better? Am I aging this cigar right now? I mean, I know I've talked to guys on my channel and on their channels about aging cigars, and I just don't think that's my thing. I don't know. Cigar Scope, what do you think? Am I aging that guy's cigar? I mean, I rolled it, but it's all his tobaccos and stuff. I mean, he knows what I've got there. Am I aging it? If I age it a year, is it going to be better? Because I smoked one that he rolled that day, and it was freaking awesome. Am I the one that I rolled with his stuff in it? Is it gonna be better than the one I smoked? Am I even gonna know? Am I gonna remember? Can you tell? definitely in the second third of this cigar. And I mean, if anything, it's gotten stronger in a good way. It's gone from a touch of that cocoa, sweet Maduro cocoa to more of it. And it's a strange, his cigars really aren't leathery, but your brain keeps telling you that's leather, but it's not. I don't know what it is. It's not leather. It's like just like a earthy, maybe like dirt. I just know that his tobaccos just smell and taste like none other. It might not be everybody's thing. Maybe not everybody would be into that, but I just think they're fantastic. Yeah, what a great product. It's got his gold medals on here. Must have won some gold. See that on there? Oh, there's that sun trying to creep into my... That sun trying to get me. Woo! Woo! That retro was, whoa. Woo! Wow. Tons of red fruit there. Tons of red. I think I overdid it a little bit there. I got a campfirey, toasty, woody, ripe red fruit kind of a retro there, and that was a big one. That was interesting. Sometimes I'll finish the second half of a cigar and forget to even retrohale any of it. I always do it in the beginning. Yeah, that was something completely different. That was like clove, or like a baking spice or something I just got on that. That was strange. That was a very strange flavor, in a good way. Kind of what I'm looking for you, New Rift. I'm looking for you to give me some strange stuff. So much alcohol coming off here. Just 100 proof too. I mean, it's not exactly 80 proof, but I mean, hey, it's only 100. It's giving me a nose like nothing I've ever smelled at 100 proof. The nose reminds me a little bit of that Bottled and Bond by Old Forester, which is another 100 proof. Are the bonded whiskeys, do they give you more of a nose? Whew, man. Come on, flies, get. I do have some farms around here. There's fields and stuff. So, horses in fields and stuff, so it makes sense, I guess. But it just seems like there's more flies than ever. Here's that footband. In case anybody wants to scan this. I'm kidding, but you never know. Leave me a comment if it works, if you can scan it. I doubt you can. It'd be cool if you could. It's not coming in real clear. Anybody else ever make a video and stick a QR code in your face? Yeah, so it's not even the footband, it's the second cigar band. The footband was that red satin little piece. And again, I've talked about this, I still don't know what the point of that is other than just make it look fancy. I'm assuming that's the only thing it's there for. The nose is great. I've had other whiskeys where the nose is good like this, and I didn't think it was that great. It's drinkable. I probably could drink that whole bottle. I'd regret it for the next maybe 3 or 4 days of my life, but I could probably do it. Honestly, there's not much better, I don't think, maybe in this world, than taking a sip of whiskey and then taking a puff of a cigar. It is just one of life's luxuries. Wow. That was fantastic. Got a little bit of that chewing tobacco there when I did that. You may be a little embarrassed to smoke a cigar like that, maybe if you're with your friends or you're at a cigar lounge, but you know, it's about the flavors. It's about what you get out of a cigar. Don't be afraid to puff your lips up and, you know, lick a cigar all up. Who cares? It's your cigar. It's your deal. Guess I'm attracting flies. I don't know. I thought I smelled pretty good, but maybe not. Maybe I smell like a pile of poop. I don't know. They seem to really like me right now. But yeah, don't be afraid to smoke a cigar your way. Who cares what people think? You gotta enjoy it. You know, you're sitting there all worried about what other people are gonna say or think when you're smoking a cigar. Don't do that. Just enjoy it. You like keeping it in your mouth? Keep it in your mouth. Talk to people like this. Puff on it. Who cares? You know, if you're more of a person that kind of smokes it traditional, maybe you just like to, you know, take a puff, set it down, take a puff, set it down, do that. Do whatever's best for you. Sometimes I like to just hammer it like that. Wow. Some like nuttiness there. Yeah, some like absolutely almonds. That was pretty crazy. You'll discover new things in your cigars like that. And why not? Even if you didn't pay for the cigar, even if the cigar was a gift or you receive free cigars from a cigar manufacturer, enjoy them. Smoke them your way. Smoke them the way you want. Here's the cigar band, the main one. Fucking fly. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the raised lettering. The metals are raised. This is all raised. Everything's raised lettering on there. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Get more of that caramel. Getting more caramel. There's a ton of caramel and vanilla. A little of that rye spice. It's still all there. It hasn't changed a lot. It's gotten a little better since I first took a sip. Too late in my video, nobody's probably still here, but there's this another channel. His name's Cigar Obsessed. And that's one creator that doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks. He just posts how he wants. Sometimes he posts a cigar when it's a nub. He don't care. He just tells you how he's living, how he's feeling. Wishes you well, and that's it. Been digging his channel lately, checking in on him. He's usually in Florida, I think. He just got some sample packs, he said. I think it was from Cigars International. I've done that. That's a great way to explore different stuff. Figure out what you like, what you don't like. I think most of what he's gotten so far that he explored, he doesn't even like. And he just tells you the truth. He's like, it's not good. It's not for me. So if you're still here, you like these videos, subscribe and like them. And check out these other channels. Check out Cigar Scope. Check out Cigar Obsessed. 2 channels I've been really into lately. Really like those guys and their content. I think Cigar Scope definitely has the, he definitely gets the gold medal for the most knowledge about cigars. You know, as far as channels that I've been watching that I like. I'm sure there's, you know, crazy knowledge available about cigars on other channels, but for the channels like mine that are kind of laid back, right? This is kind of a laid back channel. I don't do second cuts. I don't edit. You know, you can fast forward the video if you want. That's why YouTube's around. I don't need to edit my videos to tell you how to watch me. You can watch any way you want. Watch the whole hour-long video. Watch 5 seconds of it. Do whatever you want. I don't know what's happening, but everything was going great until about the 40-minute mark, and then I've been being attacked. And I refuse to let a fly just land on me. I don't care. I don't want a fly to land on my head. I don't care. I'm not into it. They're circling me like I'm some sort of a meal. It's good stuff right there. Sometimes I just think about like how this cigar actually came to get here right here. Like how did this cigar get here to where I live in Pennsylvania? You know, it started out as a seed in the ground. You know, maybe many different seeds, I'm sure. Well, I don't think it is many seeds because you've got, you know, the filler, the binder, and then the leaf. I mean, think about all the different seeds. Those seeds came from previous plants, and then they grew into plants, and then those leaves got dried and cultivated and got into bunches and put somewhere, and then some person rolled them. You know, before that even happened, actually, they figured out the blend, what leaves they want for this, you know, extra age, you know, box press Maduro, and then people went to work that day and rolled the cigars, and the cigars probably aged more, you know, as far as I know. And then it gets, you know, into a position where they're qualified to become a cigar that they're going to sell, and then they get put in bunches and shipped to America, in my case, and sold before they were shipped, and then sent boxes of them to a cigar lounge up the street from me. I would never know about DBL cigars. I wouldn't have a clue. I would never even have looked them up. They're not in major chains that I can see. I don't see DBLs on Cigars International or Cigar Page or any of these big sites. It's just amazing how this thing actually arrives. And then I picked it out at my lounge in the humidor, which, I mean, it was an easy pick for me. I'm not giving myself any credit. just amazing what it takes to get a cigar into somebody's hands. It's not some process of, you know, oh, let's just roll this and sell it on the spot. You know, it has to, a lot of things have to happen in order for you to get that cigar. The whiskey is a lot easier. I'm sure most of this malt, or all of this malt, comes from America, you know, and then gets distilled, put into a barrel, and it says it here, distilled in spring of 2018. It's 2025. Aged at least 6 years. It can't be much more than 6. It could be 7, possibly, but I mean, just compared to a cigar, this is like amateur hour. Like, anybody can do this. No offense, whiskey distillers, but I feel like the cigar is a lot more of a challenge. And then to have your own cigar place where you actually grow your own tobacco, and it's just a crazy, for me to think about that. Getting close to the last third. It's definitely getting stronger. I'd say depending on your tolerance, though, this is a medium to full anyway. For me, it's probably a little medium, a little more than medium maybe. Some of these Maduros, though, are real sweet. This is a sweet one. There's like a little stick in the leaf here that I keep picking at. If you see me doing that, see it there? It's right here. It's just like a little thick kind of vein in the wrapper in the leaf right here. Just keep picking at it. I just can't help it. If you picked it off, if you rip it, it'll bust the whole cigar leaf up. But see, I kind of did it a little bit. It's barely an imperfection, if you want to call it that. I don't even think I would call it an imperfection. But if you had to pick something out that was imperfect about this stick, maybe that would be it. That little tiny little thick part of that leaf, that vein. That cigar is so good. Cigar's the star. All right, you guys, to summarize, get your hands on a DBL, Dominican Big Leaguer cigar. I don't care which one. Just get your hands on one. When you do that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about with the sweet chewing tobacco that I can't really figure out what it is other than that. You'll know what I'm talking about when you try one. Get this new RIFF. Maybe don't pay $55 for it unless you've had it and you know you like this malted rye. This is a $40 bottle of whiskey. Maybe all the hype and fancy labeling and fancy bottle turns this into this $60, $55, $60 bottle, but remember, 62 in Pennsylvania, 55 on sale. This is a $40 or $45 bottle, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, too. Remember, I'm not a professional whiskey taster, I don't claim to be anything like that, but it's good. I just don't know if it's worth the asking price, at least where I'm at. You know, leave me a comment. What are you getting this bottle for? Let me know what you guys are drinking, what you guys are smoking. As always, appreciate you being here. Looking forward to making another video soon. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Cheers.